Hello, 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 hello. Well, it's another morning in Ghana. I am up and about. In fact, what to start with? The dogs. We went down to Pedo yesterday. I had to collect the fridge guard that I ordered from Jamaican and Jamaican and a battery that Carissa found that she thought could work with my portable fan. Yeah, except it ain't working. Well, that's no. We discovered it not working. Tried charging it, not working. So I guess I wasted my. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't a lot of money, but I guess I'm gonna lose it as well. And then I met the girls because they wanted to buy. We were gonna order pizza from Pizza Man, Chicken Man first, but then Adriana said she preferred jollof rice and so on. So we bought the jollof rice and went wherever. The thing was, I had put some clothes to soak the day I dealt with the chicken coop. I washed them out. It was in the evening, so I figured it would dry overnight, except the rain came. And the following morning, I think the rain came down a little bit again. But anyway, it ended up that when we were leaving, I had to leave some of the clothes on the line. What I forgot, though, was that these miserable mutts, anytime you have anything hanging on the line, yeah. So I had 3 blankets, my red pants that I wore to Accra, and Davia's black one. So you know they were hanging. We came in last night to see them all littered on the ground. So one piece was under the line, a couple piece was in front of the doorway. My pants was in the front. Yeah. So could have beat myself. I totally forgot that they do that, because I saw him jumping to pull a rug I had on the line, and he had already done the pulling off with a sheet at another point. So I don't know how I forgot that yesterday, but it's given me double work, right? And but that's not what I wanted to say. I had the carpenters come in to do my gate, so I'm just going to show you my gate and my awning. You can probably see it behind me there over the door. Remember I told you guys that when the rain fell, rain just swooped in the bottom of the door and wet. The amount of water there is dependent on how long we are beaten with the rain, right? So let me show you it properly, right? Yeah, they did a good job, right? The carpenter seems to be, very neat and so he measured up very nicely. I'm not sure though, so let me show you something. I'm not sure why let me see if I can see under the edge. I'm not sure why they put the nails. Is there a reason why they put the nails in the raised section of the zinc? The roof sheet? What do you want to call it? The zinc sheet, the roofing sheet, the zinc. Because in Jamaica, everything like this is zinc for us, Anyway, yeah, why put it in the higher part instead of the flat part? So there's probably a reason I'd like somebody to tell me. Right? Yeah. And, oh yes, I don't know if I gave you guys a close-up of the lights I have on the outside of the house at the back. I changed it recently. Explained in another video. This is the light. right, with this solar panel. So this one was supposed to go on the post that I had ordered, and the man never turned up after how many calls. So we keep it outside and put it in. The good thing is when we take it in the evening, it lasts so as long as we are using, we're up on a boat. So we can actually turn it off and it still has a lot of charge left when you take it out in the morning, right? But with the 8 chickens that I have, I am told that Ghanaian visited me recently. I call him Emmanuel Teacher. He's a teacher here, and he came to visit one day, and we were talking about me knowing how to do fufu, which I don't, and him getting somebody to give me fufu. And they were talking about, I talked about my coop and the plans for getting chickens, and so he told me that the government was doing some sort of program, but my name it was probably too late to send in my name. But what he would do is when they delivered the chickens, he would ensure that I got some. Speak to somebody in the village. I guess he had somebody with him. I think that person was the person who was supposed to. So I saw the person last night on my way in. I didn't even see him. He saw me and stopped the car, and he told me that, they had gotten the chickens and he was carrying 4. So initially they said I was gonna get 10, but since I got those 8, the 4, it's fine. I'm just thanking the Most High that I'm getting any. I'm seeing some. This is the potato patch that I started in the front, but I'm noticing that when these dogs are running through the yard, they just tear through it. So see some of it torn off. Anyway, this is my gate solution. Oh, they pulled up these things. I may have to use those on the coop because I'm intending to extend it. So this is the gate now, right? And I did a very good job, right? So we came home last night and saw we had. So he asked me to buy 4x4. So we bought 4x4s and the 2x2s they used to frame the mesh. I think the mesh that I gave him was too small, so they switched it around. So I may have, I can use it on the coop, right? And they use nails to hold this, so it actually can just, go out and close the gate. I'm noticing each time I get 2x2s from the place in Asebo, they're always warped. So this curve that you see is warped, the wood warp. But let me tell you guys, I nailed wood in this wall and it never hold. I don't know if it's because they stuck it in the ground, against the wall, why it's holding. But so this is the gate. They tied it with this so we can get a chain with a lock to keep it locked. You can see that it's not totally straight, but I think it's more the condition of the wood, because I bought wood for my shelves and I had to take back the pieces because it made no sense, right? It had these damages on it that it wouldn't have looked good on your shelf. So I took it back. I'm waiting to see if the gentleman would change it, because they don't like changing things here, But I like my gates, right? So it's just the gate and my created awning that I wanted to show you guys as the update for this thing. So this is how the front looks now. And as I said, the lizards have moved into the columns. I'm going to be planting things over that side so that by the time I pull off the outer fence, I have some things at the front of my gate. But anyway, so this is it. Let me see. Yeah. So we came and saw this last night. So this is the so this is the so this is my fence for the time being. So guys, what to do? I wanted my gates in, hence the columns created, despite the fact that it's not a complete wall yet, and I have abandoned walking through or driving through my neighbor's property, right? So there are a few patches now I intend to do to the fence, like over there and over there. I noticed the dogs found some hole right in that corner there that they keep pushing through. I'm going to see if I can rectify those. I am trying I'm trying my hand at, it's not steel bending because I'm not bending any steel, but I noticed when the guy did the steel work for casting the counter, it was just a grid, you know, horizontal bars and vertical bars tied at corners with the binding wire. So I am thinking of tackling that myself with the extension that I did. That's the other thing I wanted to show you guys, the, what do you call it now, the boarding up for the casting. So let me see if I can show you. Don't mind the dirty kitchen. Right, so this is my concern. This is a lot of space. You're not going to get the concrete sitting anywhere there. It's just going to pour through. So when he comes on Monday to do my hall ceiling, I'm going to ask him to put something there. And it's on the two side. This side, not so bad. Not so bad, see? It's a little. So you can like stuff paper there. But on this side now, it's too much. I don't know if you forgot. These I can stuff paper in it. Right? And I'm thinking of doing the casting myself with the last of the stones outside. I'm trying to get the mason to tell me what's the ratio for it. So he's sending somebody. He's working elsewhere, so he's sending one of his guys. So I don't know if he intends for him to do it. I'm not sure. I want to spare the cash, but I'll let you guys know. But this is the new boarding up for the extension of the sink. Remember I told you nothing here, so I figure by the time we do this extended portion, we can hit out this and bring the sink this way and block up that way. Which reminds me, do we need to cast in there so again? I have no idea, but let's see. Let us see what happens, but this is it. So I'm going to take my time, as I said, guys, and work on that part and get some of these cement out of the way. The only problem now is the money is finished. Yeah, the refund is finished. So I have to find, you know, little things, little cash there, and I know Dave is going to help me. To pay to do the work because the materials are here. After the casting of the counter, there's nothing that I need stones for the time being, and sand is there that I can do a little. So when that finishes now, then I try see if I can order those two things again. But now that I have my big gates, I don't have to worry about how you're going to deliver. They just drive in through my gates and dump, right? So that's my little update on things done. I got distracted. They have done another coal mound next door on my brother's property. So is looking, and this time it's just ladies I've been seeing over there. So the ladies doing their thing. All right. Yeah, another coal mound. But anyway, I don't know if I don't remember if I said that These two turned up the following morning after I thought they had been missing. The night we came from Accra, they were not in the coop. Coop was empty. And I'm saying, Lord, maybe the dogs run them off again. They probably did. But these two are not so easy to catch. As soon as the dog starts chasing them, they run off. They run off and fly up in the trees in next door and so on. And when they feel like coming back, they're coming back. So I guess that's what happened the day before, because we came to see Brody. And Brody, I found, is related to hounds. His breed, he's mixed, you know. But he comes from an African breed with a funny name. I don't remember the name. I was just looking at him. Today is Saturday. I was looking at him about Wednesday or Thursday. And I said, you know, he really looks like a fox. And Carissa took the picture and did some Google search and found a dog that looks like him. And he has this yodeling sound. I think somebody heard him one night. I asked in one of my videos and asked if he was tied or something like that. But they say he has a yodeling thing, and the breed, the full breed or the pure breed, they do not bark actually, just the yodeling sound. Weird, huh? He has the yodeling, seriously. And if he decides he's gonna do that for the whole night, he does, right? But he does bark. The purebred one, I hear that it doesn't bark at all, so they call them barkless. But this one bark. This one will bark, but the yodeling sound is annoying, especially if you're trying to sleep. But yeah, and then a friend dropped Davia, took her from Asaba and dropped her at the gate. And when I was saying it to Davia was saying that the person just said it looks like a fox. The dog looks like a fox, but he loves chasing the birds. So I'm a little bit leery about having them walk in the yard, because they tend to get away after you tie them. That's the dogs. Anyway, enough of my gabbing. I'll see you guys. I am thinking a bit, as I said, because all of this blanket, and let me tell you, when they're wet, they're heavy. I have to soap up all of these again, and one blanket over there that I haven't touched yet. So I have work to do. See you guys in another video. Hope you are all having great Saturdays. I'm having a great one despite the work. I'm going to do little things around the yard after I finish washing and so on. And I started on straightening my room and stuff, but I'm not finished. So I'm just touching everything and walking around the place. Alright? See you guys later.